Hello and welcome. My name is Brian Caplen, editor of The Banker. I'm here with Silvia Pavoni, the economics editor. We're reviewing the America's results of the top 1,000. Silvia, I mean, Brazil is always a crucial element in the LATAM results. How has Brazil done this year?
Brazil has done much better this year. Its largest banks continue to lead the regional table, and because the country is improving economically, at least, the results have also much improved.
Okay, and I think the country profits were up something like 176 or 179%, is that right?
Close to 180%. Pre-tax profits increase for the 11 banks that are included in our top 1,000 rankings.
Okay,
so these are phenomenal results.
And what about Itau? That's the big bank in Brazil. How's that done?
Itau Unibanco continues to lead the regional table. It has increased its Tier 1 capital by over a third, which is very large indeed. Pretty much all of the Brazilian banks have improved their Tier 1 capital positions. And you mentioned profitability. In terms of return on capital, Brazilian banks have done much better than all the other key emerging markets banks that we monitor. So they have outperformed Russia, India and China as well.
Okay, so very good news on Brazil. If we now move a bit south, how is Argentina doing?
So Argentina is another country that has had to deal with dire economic situations, but for this year, most economists expect an improved conditions.
All right,
so
and how is that impacting on the banks then?
That naturally has an impact on banks. Banco de la Nación Argentina continues to be the largest bank. It is in 7th place in our regional ranking.
That's the top 25 regional
which
LATAM
is the
banks.
top 25 Latin American and Caribbean banks that we monitor. Something interesting to point out is that obviously our results are in US dollars, so the exchange rate does have an impact.
Right.
For Brazilian banks, this turned out to be a positive effect. For the Argentines, because the different relation between the peso and the US dollars, US dollar had a negative impact.
All right, so in other words, Argentina did well despite the fact that the
exactly, it could have done much better in the ranking.
All right, now let's turn to two other countries we don't talk about so much, Peru and Colombia. How did they do in the ranking?
Peru and Colombia are typical outperformers across the region because of the open economic policies that their governments undertake. And this again has an impact on the banks. Bancolombia is the largest of the Colombian lenders, and it is in 5th place in our top 25 regional list,
right,
while we have Banco de Crédito de Peru in 12th position.
Okay.
But another bank from Peru has done particularly well when looking at the return on capital. In fact, it is the highest among all regional banks with the 75.99% return on capital. Something to point out is that this is the bank that manages the government's finances and dealing with both the public and the private sector.
Okay, well, not many banks get that kind of return on capital. Okay, let's go finally to North America. American banks have done pretty well, haven't they? But JP Morgan has done especially well. Tell us a little bit about that.
It is. So JP Morgan continues to lead that regional ranking, North American ranking, which obviously includes the US and Canada. And it has done particularly well when looking at the fees. So it has traditionally led the fee income. This year, it has displaced Goldman Sachs as the top trading income name in our list.
Great. All right. Well, that's an interesting situation for North America. Thank you very much, Silvia.
Thank you.